Hello and Assalamualaikum everyone. We are back again on Islamic marriage stories, and today I have another guest with me who is going to generously share with all of us about her experience and perspective about marriage life. Her name is what is your full name, ma'am?
Hi, Tirta. I'm Denti Delima
mm-hmm.
Gusti.
Denti Dwi,
Denti Delima Gusti.
Denti Delima Gusti. Okay, today we have Bu Denti, who is going to share about her experience. How are you, Bu Denti?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Alhamdulillah, I'm very happy to hear about that. I'm very happy to have you here, and I think we're just going to start with the interview. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
I think first before we start, I want you to greet the viewers.
Oh,
Yes.
oh my God, how to do it? Hi, how are you? I'm Denti. I'm 40-year-old mom.
You
Uh,
don't look 40, ma'am. You look much
so
younger.
can I say 17 over here?
People will believe if you say you're 17.
I live in Bintaro. I have three kids.
Oh, three kids. How
Yes.
old are they, ma'am?
My youngest is 10 years old. The middle one is about like 13. Yeah, 13. And then, no, 12. And then the first one is 14 years old.
Hmm. They're already teenagers.
Yeah, they are the two. Yeah, the two girls. I have
Yeah.
two girls, and the
Mhm.
last one is a boy. So yeah, I have two teenage girls.
Yeah. So I think that must also introduce challenges into the education. Am I right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. A
How
lot.
old is your youngest again?
10.
Oh,
He's
10.
10 last
Okay.
September.
You okay? Just turned 10. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the introduction. Now we are going with to start with some questions. Now, Budenti,
Don't
according
give
to
me the
you,
hard one.
no, just answer based on your opinion, perspective, and experience because that's what we are looking for. Nothing more than that.
Yeah.
So first of all, according to you, what is marriage?
Marriage to me.
Mhm. Yeah.
In my 40-year-old or back then when
You
before
can
I
share whatever you want to share with the audience now.
okay. Marriage for me is a full commitment of
Hmm.
people sharing life together. Yeah.
Okay. So it's a commitment. What is a commitment for you?
Ooh. It's like they, you know, well, as we know, like two people, no one is perfect, right?
Mhm.
If you're looking for Mr. Right or Mrs. or Miss Right, there won't be any because sooner or later you will find their negative and positive.
Mhm.
When you're already like, uh, commit to that one person, then you willing to accept his good or bad. This is the way he will accept yours.
Mhm. So according to you, committing to someone means accepting them as they are.
Yes, exactly.
Do you have any tips for accepting people as they are? Because I think sometimes we tend to idealize people, especially in the context of romance.
Yeah. Well, it's really hard, tell the truth.
Mhm.
I was like, when I got married when I was like 25 years old.
25.
Yeah, back
Mhm.
then my husband already like 37 years old.
Wow, that's a
Yeah,
pretty high age gap.
pretty high age gap. So it was like, but back then I was like already all set to be married. Like
Mhm.
I'm gonna look for the right guy, but No one came up as a right guy, and then and suddenly this guy appeared. Like we get along. We like I didn't really like him in the beginning, but
Oh, okay.
as soon as we walk by together, it seems like he's very genuine to me. Like he's
Mm,
sincere that he wants to, be serious. If you want to be serious, let's move on to the next step. If you don't, then I won't. He said that to me, so it will. It's the first time for me to meet a guy like that. Like, come on, let's be serious. So I think yeah, that's the moment where where I felt like, oh yeah, he's the one that
mm.
accept me as I am.
So, accepting also means knowing whether or not they are good for you, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot more than that in reality. Like it's not like flipping your hand just like that.
No.
Like like so many, like a lot of things that trigger you to have a big fight. But then again, when will you get the Mr. Right anyway? Like
Because nobody's perfect in the first place, so that's why.
what
Okay,
are you
I see.
looking for? Just
Mm.
acceptance is part of the just what else that you search for in this life?
True,
Something.
that's true, that's true. So, first of all, marriage is a commitment, and then commitment is acceptance of them as they are for life.
Yeah,
And you know,
doing by doing.
and your number one tip for acceptance is just knowing that nobody is perfect.
Yeah, yeah. And there is no like there's no breakup in the marriage. Hopefully.
Not
Yeah.
like not
I
like
mean,
dating.
yeah, it's not like dating.
Don't date, kids.
So
Don't date.
you cannot like it's bad. I'm my husband like me, and like we were committed. Like if we're on this, we're on this. Like
Mhm,
together
mhm,
at the end. Period. Like it or not. So yeah. How
mhm,
old
okay.
are you, by the way, Firpa?
I just turned 23 this month. Oh
What?
no, last month. Yeah. So yeah, 23. I'm
Yeah.
getting old.
Getting ready, I hope.
What's that, ma'am?
Getting ready, I hope.
Something like that. I'm helping my friends too with this YouTube channel.
Ah, it's okay. That's nice.
Of course. So where were we? All right. There's no breakup.
Yeah. No, no breakup. It's part of the commitment, don't you think?
hmm So it's forever, and I think this is connected to the next question.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's forever, and because you choose someone that you think is right for you. What do you think is the best part of marriage?
The best part of the marriage?
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
She's thinking.
a lot. What I
Oh,
would say,
there's a lot of best things. Okay.
um, like the best part of marriage is like you can play house. That's for sure.
You can play house. You can like back in elementary school.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
pretend to
You're
be
still
the mom
doing
and dad.
that.
Oh my god.
No, like
You
first
feel
child
old.
is a great memory. Second child,
Oh.
great memory. Like everything, like every fight is a memory for you.
Okay. So you
Lot.
think it's about creating memories.
Yes, and
Mm.
every day is a new challenge for me, especially having three kids in a different personality, and then like every day, like something new came up, and then you just have to, you know, um, try to calm down the situation,
Mhm.
think what you have to do, what you're gonna say, stuff
Mhm.
like that. So yeah,
So
precious.
It's interesting that you said it's about creating memories and every day is a new story. So can you tell us an interesting story that recently happened in your home? In your home,
Interesting story that happened.
any story, just anything, and maybe you can tell us what you learned from it. I think it would be fun and interesting.
Uh, hmm, is it related to kids or is it just me and my husband?
Any story, because I think because this platform is also for family and having kids.
Uh, uh, Maybe getting our dream house. Is it part of it?
Getting what, map?
Getting our dream house.
Oh yeah, that is a part of it.
Like what I got married to my husband like
Mm-hmm.
2005. I got married, right? And then for how many years was it? I lived with my mother-in-law.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a really princess in there. When I wake up, yeah, I woke up, suddenly a lot of food in my table. Like,
Mhm.
you just have to get up. And then I was working back then, by the
All
way.
right.
I work and then I leave
Mhm.
my two kids with, no, I still have one firstborn with my nanny and my husband at home. And then after that, I go home and then there's food again. Everything is
You
controlled.
don't need to do anything.
Yeah, exactly. And then the talk was coming. We're making dream about a new house and so on and so on. And then it happened and became a reality. So it's like a wow, like a dream come true. So
Um,
now here we are, all five of us in here without any mother-in-law. You have to cook
okay.
every day, wash, clean. But
So how is the
everything,
transition?
the transition is hard. It's like, oh my God. And I was always assisted by a nanny, right?
Okay.
No, not a nanny. It's like a housekeeper.
Late. Hmm.
Yeah, maid. So when I moved in, I decided that I didn't want to use another maid.
Ah, okay.
All the rush thing with the Lebaran, Idul Fitri, and everything. I have to search another one, right?
All right, right.
And
But you decided not to.
yeah, I decided not to until
Mm-hmm.
now. I work alone. My girls are helping. They
Mm-hmm.
become very considerate. So yeah, there's so many heavy, rough transition, but everything is fine until now.
And
We're
it's also a learning opportunity for your girls.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm. Okay.
I teach them independency though, by the way. Even though they have nanny back then, I teach them
Mm-hmm.
to wash your own plate at
All
least.
right. Mm-hmm.
So until now they got used to it already. Thank God.
That's good. So I think it's really sweet that you said the best thing about the whole thing is creating memories. I think that's one of the sweetest things I've heard in my life, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, but it's true. It's true. Especially when you have, the partner that you trust your whole life, understand you. Yeah, well, that's a bonus, like everything's gonna be okay. It's,
Yeah, it makes you feel safe, assured.
yeah, exactly.
So how did you exactly know that yes, I'm going to marry this person?
I don't know. It's just like, yeah. Actually, it's really pretty rough back then
Mm.
because of the different age gap that we had. We
Yeah,
had
that was
13
7 years, was it?
years. 13.
All right, 13.
13 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother was against it.
All right.
And then we had to prove them that we were really serious about going to the next level here. And then
Yeah.
it took like some months to try to prove that. But at the end, with a lot of prayer and tears, And then yeah, God willing, so alhamdulillah.
Yeah, that's really sweet. So you work for it, both
Yeah,
with your
we
husband.
for it. Exactly. Maybe
Okay.
we were in the moment of, getting tired of searching and searching, like what
In
else are you
Indonesian you say ya udahlah gitu ya.
yeah, you're like
Like whatever, let's just do it.
when, when are you going to find Mr. Right?
Never.
Right? One.
Okay, okay, okay. So, the next question that I have for you is, how is life different after marriage?
Hmm. Yeah. Hmm.
Hmm.
I was a really, really free girl back then. I mean,
You can go anywhere you want.
yeah, with any friends I want,
Mm,
whether it's a boy or a girl,
yeah.
I can have my male friends to come and pick me up,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
things
yeah.
like that. And then I can do the chupika chupiki stuff. All
Yeah.
those things I cut.
For
It's
people
like
who are not Indonesian, cipika cipiki is kissing on the
on the
cheeks
tips,
to
yeah.
greet people.
So yeah, I mean it's pretty different from me now.
Hmm.
Me now from the me before.
Yeah.
From the attitude, especially friends, and yeah, it's going toward to the better one.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
yeah,
really nice.
nothing to against it.
How did you find the transition difficult? Did you hate it, or did you like you feel like I'm losing the old me, something like that?
Yeah, well, during that transition, I'm not gonna lie, I had that kind of feeling like, why you're doing this to me? I was like this. I had a good time with these friends. Why you're like that? But come to think of it, I mean, um, maybe that's part of the acceptance is, like
Whoa. Yeah.
you have to, you're willing to have this man as your imam
Hmm.
to guide you to the better life, to the better you. So you either like it or not, you have to, think about what's good or bad for me. And yeah, that this group is not good for me. So I try to, with the time, it's just automatically it got far away from me, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Become you
distant.
just slowly transition and
Yeah,
become better.
yeah, exactly. It
Mm,
was hard, but soon I realized that this is the right one. This is the right way for me to live, to live on.
I would guess it's more peaceful.
Exactly. More peaceful.
Yeah. Back then was exciting. Now it's more peaceful.
Yeah, like a fake excitement, you know, like,
I am
like it's not
like a
real
like
happiness.
Fata Morgana. Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Facade, facade. Something like that. Wait, I need to look up the English word for Fata Morgana because I already said it on camera. I need to tell people who don't
Okay,
know Indonesian. So guys, I forgot. Oh, Fata Morgana is mirage. Okay,
you're
I
right.
like a mirage. Next question: are there some things that you wish you would have known before marriage?
Something that I what? Sorry.
That you wish you would have known before you got married?
Oh no,
No. What do you mean by no?
I've I think I've known everything before I got married.
Okay. How did you?
Uh,
Okay. How
but
did you?
that's
Mhm.
but that's actually like maybe the moment where I said to myself, I think, "Oh, what else do I have to search in this life? Like I already like been through everything as like the old me. Like so, yeah. What else?
You've already gone through too much adventures.
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah, yeah. So there's nothing because you've already seen a lot of things. But
Yeah, knowledge.
maybe you can tell us like some things that are important to know before committing to someone.
Um, Before you're committing to someone, make sure you know every type of boys.
How many types of boys are there, ma'am?
No, but it's true. I mean, you don't have to date them, but
Oh yeah.
you know, like you make friends.
Mhm.
Sooner or later, you know their character, right?
This one is a player. This
Yeah,
one is picky.
exactly. And then you adjust to yourself, like which one that suits me better.
Mhm.
Like not I'm saying that all player are bad,
Mm.
no, but
Oh, okay.
like um you just have to know a lot of types of boys that you you certain that who are you going to be with,
Um, so I think in order to do that, you have to recognize yourself first, like what you like and what you want.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Okay. Next question. What is the most important thing about marriage?
The most important thing about marriage, learn to respect each other. I think
Mm,
respect is a must. Um, Learn to understand each other. You know, there's so many things that you have to synchronize between the two of you.
wow.
And yeah, I mean, back to the acceptance thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's so much stuff that you need to learn from each other, and not to be selfish. If
Yeah.
you're in a wrong position, don't be ashamed to say sorry first, no matter you're a boy or the girl. So no need to be, taking the pride in the marriage. So yeah,
Zero ego.
exactly. Zero ego.
Right. Respect. Respect. No selfish. Oh, synchronization. What do
Yeah,
you mean by synchronizing, and what are some things that you have to synchronize?
yeah, like you need sometimes you just have to know whether he's in the good mood or in the bad mood, and then you have to sink in, and then you know what to do without even asking. And so it's
So that's what you mean by synchronizing.
yeah, and then you just have to, like understand each other. Maybe that's what I mean by synchronizing.
I think that has a lot to do with emotional intelligence. Being aware of what's happening, being aware of
Yeah,
your own feelings,
exactly,
of their feelings.
exactly.
Because I thought what you meant by synchronizing is about plans or about the future, but I was surprised to learn that what you mean was in the moment,
Oh,
not
that's
about
also
future.
included.
All right, okay.
Plans and everything are included.
Mm, so you mean synchronization in the widest sense?
Exactly. Yeah.
That's really deep, ma'am.
Really?
I'm
No,
surprised
you're
because
taking light.
no, no, because usually when people my age they talk about we're getting married, la la la.
Mhm.
They're what they're saying is like we have to have the same vision, we have to have the same things like that in a bigger scale, but they tend to overlook the day to day,
Mhm.
yeah, day to day happenings.
Actually, that's kind of like sharing the same dreams, right? That's what
Hmm.
we mean. Yeah, actually, that's also like in the part of the marriage, right? I mean, you. con- to become one. Like you have to imagine what will your marriage gonna be in the future. So
Mhm.
yeah, I think we had that conversation also. But to do all of that, you need to have those things that I said before, the acceptance, and try to understand each other more and more better, and then try to respect each other, to have those vision in your marriage later on. The Yeah, it goes by time. You
I
can do it.
I think as you go into the relationship, you just begin to slowly synchronize.
Yeah.
It's something that I imagine happening based on what you said to me.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
That's really nice. And yeah, I think it just widens my perspective that synchronizing is every day, not just once or like maybe when you're getting to know each other
Yeah.
in the first times. Okay, now we are going to move on to questions about motherhood.
Oh,
What
it's
is yeah? I think you're really excited about this. What is the best part about being a mother?
the best part about being a mother.
Everything.
Yeah, what else? Everything. Since the moment I gave birth, breastfeed, sing them a lullaby, talk to them ever since in the tummy, everything. The process made me fall in love. It's just
Hmm. I
beautiful.
I am I was interning in a place where we held seminars, webinars for mothers,
Mhm.
for young mothers, and
Yeah.
uh, based on the based on the classes, I see that there are many struggles that pregnant women face, that breastfeeding women face, like difficulty in latching or like a pain in pregnancy. But how did you find happiness between all that?
Uh, Alhamdulillah, I didn't have any heavy, like a major problem in my
Mm-hmm.
pregnancy. The first one, I'm not gonna say it's heavy because I think a lot of pregnant ladies having a lot heavier problem than me. I
Yeah.
have bleeding in my first pregnancy. Bleeding until my doctor said to me, so I need to take a bed rest for less than 3 months, which is very suffering for me because whenever I went out to the toilet, my husband needs to like sitting me down in a wheelchair and then pushing me to the toilet and then lift me and
That's
then
scary, man.
yeah, just because I didn't have to move a muscle because I had a bleeding.
Hmm.
It
Oh yeah.
wasn't it wasn't that bad actually, but since it's the first pregnancy, so everything is like scary for me and my husband, right? But it all covered up by all the movement, baby inside and everything.
I'm
But
going to cry. That's so sweet.
no, but seriously, it was wonderful.
Yeah,
Well, even the
yeah.
giving
I'm
birth.
crying.
Ah, Pippa, you're so sweet.
Yeah, you're sweet too.
Aw,
Yeah,
yeah.
continue, ma'am. Continue.
Yeah. The first one had a lot of story. The giving birth itself is at 12 midnight
Oh.
because yeah, because I was visiting a really famous doctor
Mm-hmm.
then. the lineup was so long until it take me like 6 hours to line up. So I went to the doctor's room at around 11 in the night, and then he said to me that you need to go to you need to we need to get this baby out, he said.
Suddenly.
Okay, because the water is not good anymore, he said.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, it's already like 32 weeks, more than 32 weeks, so it's not good anymore, the water. So back then, and after that, we went back to the hospital, and then, yeah, they operate me. Sadly, I didn't have the normal way. So, yeah, it was like 12 o'clock. She gave
She came
birth.
into the world. Oh my god.
The first baby. The
Hmm.
second one also got bleeding, but it was pretty normal. Same movement, same history, very precious. Oh, the third one.
The
the,
third one.
the third one was really, yeah. Oh, um, he's very small. He
Okay.
was he was born at 2.3 kilo only, like so tiny. The doc During the 7 month pregnant, the doctor told me to eat a lot of ice cream. Otherwise, you're gonna be
Huh?
in the incubator. He said so. Oh no! And then, you know, pregnant moms with the sad news and everything,
Yeah.
everything like wrapped up.
Pessimism. Pessimistic.
Yes, like my husband bought me a lot of
Ice
Baskin
cream.
Robbins. Yeah, and then
Whoa.
ate it until Alhamdulillah, it's like 2.5 kilos, and then he was born at 2.3 kilos in
I've
the
never
same.
heard. Yeah, I've never heard a doctor tells a pregnant woman to eat ice cream.
Yeah, it's crazy. I ate a lot of them. My goodness, I can't think
Yeah,
anymore. Just eat for the baby's sake.
yeah,
So
that's really interesting
if you're
story.
asking me which moment that's like a memory for me, like everything is like such a precious memory for me. It's kind of hard
Yeah.
for me. Which one do you think?
I my favorite memory is eating ice cream from the doctor's recommendation.
Me
That's
too.
really unique. Yeah. Well, I think your answer is also connected to your previous answer where you said the best thing is creating memories and yeah, so
Exactly.
every little thing is precious for you. That's really sweet.
Exactly.
Okay. Now the next question. How is life different after becoming a mom?
Totally different. Totally different. Like, especially when I love babies, like so
You
much.
look like you love babies.
I love toddlers,
Mm.
but when they reach, like this age of 8, 9 ish, they're really like already being skeptical about questions. Like
Okay.
I
I've
was
heard I'm sorry, I've heard of the term teenager. Do you know that teenager?
teenagers. When was that? When is
I think it's like that age when when they start to become sassy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's not sassy. It's just like there's a way of, especially my firstborn. She has her way of a sweet way of making me introspect myself. Like
Okay, wow.
evaluate myself, but in a sweet way. Like something like that. Like
Mm.
The beginning I was wearing hijab was all because of my firstborn.
I
Not
think
because of
it,
my husband, but because of my firstborn.
I think your firstborn went to an Islamic school. Is that right?
Yes, exactly. That's part of my dream with my husband, by the
Mm-hmm.
way. Yeah. It's like uh yeah, we have like, let's just go to school, to Islamic school, making our kids more better than the parents and everything, right? We should be, right? A
Mm-hmm.
normal way. So yeah, when she reached that moment where she understands like all women has to cover up, and she asked me, "Mom, can I cover up?" Like, she was like first grade, and I was like, "Oh, do you have to really that fast?" Like,
Oh, yeah. Can you do it later, maybe when you're 13?
yeah, like my heart was like, "Oh, is it really fast?" So we made a pact, like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, can I do it when I'm when when she was third grade? Okay, deal. And then by the time she's covered up in the third grade, she, like I said before, she's like having this way uh, of the impact of me being evaluate myself. Like, oh yeah, I should cover up too. So yeah, that's the moment when I realized like, I should do it for me.
So you also learn from your kids.
Exactly, many things you learn from your kids.
Hmm.
Actually, maybe.
Is there another way that your life has changed drastically?
Um, the way you talk, you know, the way you exactly, the way they see you, like
Yeah,
especially,
I think that's really hard.
yeah, you have to make a good example, especially for the girls. So I have to watch my language. I have to, in order to watch my language, I have to, you know, you know, like make the better of myself, right? Make a good version of myself, right?
Yeah,
So yeah, like I said before, every day is learning and learning and learning
every single day.
all day, and
Oh man.
teaching them how to make friends nicely, all the stuff, Oh,
Mm, how is it different raising girls and boys?
oh, so much different.
Okay, so much difference.
Wow. Well, first of all, we can't um, dictate a boy with a lot of
Oh,
stuff, like for girls, like, could you give me this and this and then turn off this and this and this? They get that, but for boys, you need to do it one by one, like uh, first things first, like
oh, they can't. You just have to say things one by one with boys.
yes, and the way the way you saying it also, you have to. Well, actually, this is both ways, boys and girls. You have to look in, you know, eye to eye if you want to talk to them. You cannot just go scroll your phone and then talk to them or something. You'll be ignored,
Mhm.
or they take you for an example. They will do that to you also. You don't want
Yeah,
to do.
yeah, no, I don't want to be ignored on the phone.
Yeah.
So one of my friends asked, uh, I think nowadays we live in changing times,
Mhm.
and he was concerned about girls in general
Yeah.
because a lot of negative influence are out there, maybe
Yeah.
for boys and girls, but maybe in particular he is afraid, he is worried about his daughters, his future daughters.
Yeah.
So do you have any insight or just some things you want to share about educating girls in these changing times?
Um, I don't know. Maybe most parents think of me as too protective,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm being protective in a certain age,
Mm-hmm.
like elementary age. I must, you can say, I must involve in their kind of friends. I want to know their friends without me being boss around my girl. And then, and maybe gadget time, in elementary I don't allow my kids to have gadget yet. And then when they're going to junior high, I allow them, but with a certain limit of it. So even though Instagram and everything, they have it during. I think I'm being protective, isn't it? But
Nah, that's fine. I think every
yeah,
parents have their reasoning.
but because to me, all of those bad influence are like most of all coming from gadget, right? And then luckily my husband and I agree, like, no gadget during elementary, and then during junior high school they can have the gadget with a certain limit time. And then when my first daughter is in high school now, she has her own phone with unlimited time, but she knows how to manage already.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, I think somehow you can, when you're gonna let go your girls, step by step, like you have the intuition of like, oh, she's ready, oh no, she's not ready yet. And then there's a like, um also like, my if they're doing bad stuff, and then I got mad, and then I gave them the time out, like no gadget and stuff. I still do that. So I think it's a for me it's normal for them to have that balance, like you have your gadget, but is you need to be like responsible, otherwise I will take it again. Like they need to know, like, you need to responsible of what you do with your gadget and stuff. I think the time limit and the what is that called? Um, Not punishment. You don't call them punishment. A time
Consequence.
a time out. Yeah,
On time out. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I think yeah, that's true. The most of negative influence comes from the internet.
yeah,
So it's good to limit and make consequences, I think.
yeah. It's not that we don't trust our girls. It's not
Mm-hmm.
that we don't trust our kids. It's because the environment that makes it like that.
Mm-hmm.
You need to know that, um, you need to have boundaries by doing that. Stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Okay. Now the next question is, what is your message to women out there who want to become a mom, and your message to fellow moms in general? Yeah.
um, for the one who will become a mom,
Mm-hmm. Firstly.
um, uh, it will be, like, it's not easy at all. There is no guideline. You know, you just have to trust your intuition. You're the
Wow.
you're the mom. You know what's best to your kids. It's okay to have rules on your own. It's okay, to be, um, strict mom sometimes. But bottom line is, I'm sure that uh, a mother's love will, never has it end.
Wow, that's really deep. How
Yeah,
about the message to fellow moms?
fellow moms. Fighting.
Keep your spirit up.
We can do it. Like, we need to keep fighting with all our beliefs, like, keep guarding them with, you know make them have their self confidence to face the world later on. uh, we're not gonna we're not gonna always be there for them, so sooner or later we need to let them go, so yeah. um, be be well prepared for them, whatever it is.
I think it's going to be tough for you to let go. Huh?
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, next question. What is the most important thing for giving the best upbringing to your children?
The important thing too.
To give for giving the best upbringing to your children.
Hmm, that's a good
Right? It's
question.
very difficult.
Yeah. What is the best thing?
The most important thing
What is the
for
most
giving best
important
upbringing.
thing? Can you make it simple?
Wow! Just what do you need to prepare or what do you need to have to give the best education to your children?
Yeah, basic knowledge, the knowledge of your religion.
Hmm.
That's the most important thing. Is it's part of my me and my husband and I discuss before the marriage. We need to prepare our kids to have a good knowledge of our religion. And yeah, I think that's about it. It's
Wow. I think everything else flows after that.
exactly,
Hmm. It seems
exactly.
that you and your husband discuss a lot of things before going into marriage.
Of course, you have to.
Okay, sorry, I have to.
Marriage, Firta.
Okay, sorry. What are some of the most important discussions that you've had before?
The most important discussion that I had,
Yeah, the more
with
important ones.
the more important one with my husband, you mean?
Yeah, before.
Uh, yeah, I think the sharing the dreams, like what dreams do you have? I mean, for the family, that kind of stuff, like triggering you to achieve that dream together, you know. And
Synchronizing.
synchronizing, yes.
Yeah, exactly. I'm I'm
Synchronize.
I'm just borrowing your language.
Exactly. Yeah. Well put.
Okay, okay. We are on to the last question. Yeah. We're almost
So
finished.
hard.
Yeah, I made it philosophical and deep and to the point. The last question that I have for you is, what is the biggest lesson that you have learned from your experience as a wife and a mother?
The biggest lesson. The biggest lesson for me is is there A B C
Ah,
D?
no, I don't know because I've never been. Just say whatever comes in on top of your mind. It's okay.
Okay, okay. The biggest lesson,
Mm-hmm.
um, being a mother. Being a mother is the biggest lesson for me. You
Mm.
know, it never ends. It's like um, you don't know your limit. You just gotta push and push and push. Like it's you develop more and more, and
Yeah.
then the love that you feel from your child is very unconditional, and it's true. Oh my God, it's
Mm-hmm.
like they can never hate you, and it's true. It's like no so many you know sorry words that I said to them, but they never like say something that hurtful for me. Like the biggest lesson is I'm still trying to find the biggest lesson.
That's okay. That's okay. I think it's very human of you to say that. I would imagine
Yeah,
if I were in your position, I think I would say the same thing.
it's the unconditional love that you feel from your
Mhm.
kids.
And I think what you said that every day is you find something to develop, you develop every day.
Yeah, yeah, it's true though.
Yeah, okay. That's this has been a very sweet interview, guys. I even cried.
Aww.
Yeah, a little. So thank you, Budenti, for sharing all of that. You have been very generous to share.
Thank
Now,
you, Lisa.
now I'm going to give you a little time to maybe give a little closing statement for the for this session. You can say anything that you want to the viewers.
Yeah, hi. Assalamualaikum again. I just want to say that if you're having, if you're having problem about or trouble about deciding what kind of partner you're gonna end up in your future, just make sure that um, don't forget to, you know, whatever it is, it's all because of like, if Allah's willing, then so be it. Just don't forget whatever you do, you involve Allah in your steps, and then, um, just um, take a back step, take a step back, I mean, and try to analyze again what do you want in your life? Is this the right guy or not? And then for the people who got married already, wish you good luck. It's gonna be a long road. It's not all sweet, but I'm sure with all the commitment and the love that you share with your partner and all the dreams, inshallah, everything will be um, perfect. Um, uh, Perfect as can be. I mean, I think that's it. It's
Yeah.
too much, isn't it?
No, no, that I think that's really good. Okay. Thank you so much, Budenti, for your time and your
Thank you,
agreement to share a lot
Pippa.
of things here. You even made me cry. You told me the story
Ah,
about
you're
your
so
ICU
sweet.
pregnancy. That's really sweet. And maybe if I go to Jakarta, we can have lunch together and I can meet
Yeah,
your
where are
kids.
you? Are you in Malang also?
No, I live in Samarinda. Wow, it's so far. It's
Oh,
Kalimantan.
wow. Oh, okay. Okay, we should meet.
Yeah, someday. Inshallah when I go to Jakarta.
Okay.
Okay, thank you Bu Denti. Have a good evening.
Thank
Assalamualaikum.
you, Kita. Have a good evening. Waalaikumsalam.